Hello, Taylor Elwood, your business wizard for eccentric entrepreneurs at imagineyourreality.com. Today I want to talk about the importance of persistence in business. It's really important to be persistent in your business. You can't give up. There are going to be many times when you own a business that you're going to encounter obstacles that you're going to want to give up. I say that from experience because there have been times where I have wanted to give up with my business. I've been like, man, things haven't turned out the way I wanted them to. I'm ready to give up. Yet I never have. I've allowed myself that moment of I want to give up because hey, we all have to recognize and acknowledge what we're feeling in that moment. But what I've also done then is I've said, okay, well now it's time to take a look and figure out what didn't work, why it didn't work, and what I can change. And what happens is that when I've done that, I've been able to go in and make the changes I needed. I'm going to use an example. A little while back, I did 2 class launches, and if you read my most recent article on Medium, I talked about what happened when those 2 class launches flopped. I'll admit, with each of those class launches, I got more discouraged. I learned these techniques. I had faithfully replicated what I'd been taught, and it hadn't worked. Talk about frustrating. Talk about humiliating. It's like, man, I put all this effort in, and that's what I get. But I didn't let that stop me. I acknowledged that right then and there, I didn't feel so great about myself as a business owner. But then I went and I took a look at what I did, and I said, you know what? I've got to go back to the drawing board. What can I take from what I've learned that actually works for me, and what do I need to change? And I changed it. My most recent class launch was very successful. I was so happy. I actually brought in more income this time than I ever have with this particular class. And I've launched this class over a dozen times at this point. So I've done it enough times that I know what works and what doesn't work. Before when I would do this class launch, I'd get maybe 3 or 4 signups. Oh, that's good. This time, I ended up getting 8 signups, and I was really pleased. I doubled the amount of people that signed up for this class. And what I did is, I still did some of the stuff I did before, but I changed it. I added in some things from what I had learned that worked for me. I told more stories. I made it more personable. I gave people some ideas and things to think about as to why they might want to sign up for this class. And as a result, I got more signups. If I had given up, I wouldn't have found that out. It's so easy to give up, especially when you face such odds. But the thing is that you've got to remember that every time you face a situation where you haven't succeeded, it's a learning opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to push through and discover what you can from it that you can apply toward the next time. The only time you're a loser, the only time you're a failure is when you don't learn from your situation. It's when you give up. It's when you stop trying. Now it's easy to stop trying. After all, you get to the point of, oh, I'm going to give up. All right. But I never give up. If I know that I want something, I will go after it full steam ahead. Because I know that if I give up, I'm giving up not just on that project, I'm giving up on myself, and I'm giving up on the people that I could serve and help. And that's the most important thing you need to remember as a business owner, is that you can't give up. Yes, you're going to face obstacles. Yes, sometimes your class launches are going to flop, or something else is going to flop, or whatever. But you know what you're going to learn? You're going to learn how to take it and turn it into success. You're going to learn how to look at the situation and discover what you could do differently. And guess what? When you do that, you're going to be a lot happier. So I want you to remember that. Don't give up on yourself. Look at the situation. Learn from it. Ask yourself what you could do differently, and then do it. Because what you'll discover is that as you take and try out different things, you'll figure out what actually works for you. And it won't necessarily work for other people. The technique I was taught about how to launch classes, it clearly worked for the person that did it. It just didn't work for me. It didn't fit my personality. But when I took what I learned and I applied it to what I knew about myself, I made it authentic, and it worked for me then. Because then people could resonate with that. And I didn't feel like I was doing something that wasn't the right fit. So remember that. Learn from a situation and look at what you can change until you get that right fit for you, because that right fit is going to take you a lot further than if you do something that just doesn't quite work and you keep banging your head against the wall. or if you give up. You know, you can bang your head against the wall only so many times before you'll give up, or you'll learn from the situation. I always opt for learning from the situation, because then life gets a lot easier. So my eccentric entrepreneurs, don't give up. Figure out what's working, figure out what isn't working, and then change what isn't working so that it fits with what is working, and you'll discover success. All right, thank you so much, and take care. And if you have a comment, feel free to leave below, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please click on the dragon over here. Thanks so much. Take care.